felt like what an atomic bomb would be like. It was that, the house shook.
An explosion in London leaves dozens out of their homes tonight. A vehicle struck a gas line, causing the blast and sending 7 people to hospital, most of them emergency responders. And charred remains litter the neighborhood after a late-night explosion forced the evacuation of about 100 homes in the blast radius. Our Mark McAllister spent the day in London speaking with residents who were forced out and officials who are busy investigating the massive scene.
We had a large explosion that occurred in a house and spread fire to neighboring houses, with up to 7 houses that were severely impacted by fire, and other houses with possible structural damage from the shock wave and the debris field that came out of the explosion.
The vehicle had actually struck a gas line outside of that residence. We have laid charges in relation to this incident. A 23-year-old Kitchener woman is facing 5 impaired operation charges in relation to what took place last night on Woodman Avenue.
They noticed that there was a natural gas smell in the area. Their gas detection equipment indicated that there was a high explosive range of gas in the area. They started backing out in the area and planning on evacuating the neighboring houses, and at that time the explosion occurred.
As a result of the explosion, as you mentioned, a lot of people had to be evacuated from the area. First of all, this is not something that you would deal with on a regular basis. So when you have an explosion of this magnitude, what happens at that point?
It's a significant explosion. As you can see, we have a large area of this part of the city blocked off because we have debris a block over, which makes it difficult for firefighting operations. You've literally got streets that are blocked with debris.
I thought it was a bomb. I was sitting in the house and all of a sudden all the windows flashed. The house shook. All the lights went off and you just didn't know. It was the most upsetting.
You must have been scared.
It was really frightening. Then I thought someone had gone in the garage because I heard a bang. And it wasn't until about 15 minutes after that the actual explosion happened.
What happened was it felt like a big explosion, and it just, our window, everything in our whole house just like shook.
It sounded like I stomped.
I hear the boom and the house shook. Street lights kind of flickered and I didn't know what was going on, so I ran downstairs. And my house, the third one on the right there, the back door actually faces towards where the explosion was, and the wave of force blew the back door open, which, I mean, that's minor compared to some of the other houses. The windows all got blown out and everything. I'm just amazed no one died. The whole street was kind of flooding under their front yards, wondering what the heck was going on. After milling around and noticing, you can see they're evidencing off all the debris, but it was everywhere. There was pieces of roof, there was insulation. Saw a pair of jeans in the street there. My neighbor, she actually found a picture of a guy snorkeling in the driveway, just raining down.
No one can tell us when we can get back to the house.
Now you're just looking for answers.
That's right, yeah.
I can't make any promises on time frames at this point. It's going to be timed, and we're going to take this very slow to make sure that when people do come back into this area, that they're going to be safe when they do it.
And police say the 23-year-old Kitchener woman has since been released and is expected to make a court appearance in London on September 4th.